So yesterday we saw the basic arithmetic operators, right? And then we saw the ternary operator. We saw equality comparison. We saw this normal equality comparison where only the value is checked, and also the strict equality comparison where
20 minutes మొత్తం ప్రాసెస్
value as well as data type both are checked. And then we saw this other comparison operators like greater than, less than, and all those things. Okay, so you may have observed that in the equality comparison we had two different types of equality comparison. One was what it is called only the value checking, and if we use 3 equal to triple equal to, then what it was doing, it was checking for the data type as well. But that is not the case with the other operators, other comparison operators. Here we have only the value checking. There is no data type checking in less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, okay, fine. Now let's see some more operators, and then we can go with the use cases of these operators. So now we will see another operator that is known as the not operator. What is not? Let's say we have where num is equal to 34. Okay, now if I write console.log of num, so this is a not operator. Okay, not equal to 35. Are you getting it? Number not equal to 35. Is this true or false? Hello?
Yeah, true.
It's true.
True, isn't it? Because the number is not equal to 35. Let's check this. Yeah, we can see here we got true here. Okay, so this not is used for checking if something is not satisfying a condition. Okay, this is the condition which is not being satisfied. Okay, so if I write here not equal to 34, what will be the output? Hello, if we are checking whether the number is not equal to 34,
False.
is it true or
False.
false?
It is false.
False.
Yes. Okay, we get here false. Okay, like that we can use this not operator, but this not operator is having that data type checking as well. Okay, let me write something here. If I give it as a string not equal to 34, at this point what will happen? Will it become true or false? Because it is single equal to, will it will not check for the data type. Okay, so this will let me put here 35. Yeah, okay, not equal to 34 is okay. So here if we check like this, it will give us true. I'm asking number not equal to 34. Okay, so what is happening here? Here it is taking it as a number, isn't it? So let me put here 35 and okay, no problem. This is the case. So what it is doing, the number is equal to 34. It is getting it is not able to check the data type. Okay, so it is saying that no, this is false. Okay, but if I put here double equal to, what will happen? It is able to check that the value is same, but the data type is wrong. So that's why what will happen? This will give us true. This will not give us false. Can you see? It gave us true. It is saying that this number is not equal to 34. Why? Because the value is same, but the data type is not same. But if we use single equal to, what happens? It is only checking the value, not the data type. So it is giving us false. Okay. Okay. So these were all about the operators that we can use with strings, numbers, isn't it? Now let me go to another kind of operators which are used with Boolean values. I hope you know Boolean values. What are Boolean values? How many Boolean values are there?
True
Two.
and false.
Yes, true and false are the Boolean values. Okay, so now we'll see some operators that are used with Boolean values. Okay, so this is the not operator. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Let's say I have where bool1 is equal to true and where bool2 is equal to false. Okay, now we have an operator that is known as the AND operator. Okay, that is known as AND operator. Okay, so here what will happen? Console.log of, how do we use that? We use like this: bool and oh sorry, bool1 and two and symbols, two ampersand symbols, and then bool2. Okay, what is this doing? This AND operator, what it is checking for? It is checking if both are true. Okay, so what I will get in the output? Will I get true or false? Are both true? The question is, are both true? So what I will get in the output?
False.
False, because both are not true. Only one of them is true. We got here false. Okay, so the moment I make bool2 as true, I'll get true. Okay, because now both are true. If one of them is false, it will give us false. If both are false, then also we'll get false. Okay, because it will check only one condition, that is both true. If both true, only then it will give true, otherwise it will always give false. Okay, so like that we have another operator known as the OR operator. OR operator will check if any one of them is true or not. Okay, so what will happen here? Console.log of bool1, we write like this, bool2. So what will be the output now? Hello? True, because any one of them should be true. And yes, we have the condition satisfied because one of them is true, one of them is false. So we'll get it as true. Okay, if both are true, then also we'll get true because it will check only one condition, that is any one of them true. Okay, now if both are false, what will happen? What will be the output if both are false? It is asking, is any one of them true? So false, because none of them are true. It is checking first, it is checking for bool1. Is bool1 true? No, false. Is bool2 true? No, false. So it is giving us false directly. Okay, so this is how AND operator and OR operator works. Okay, Fine. Then any more operators? Okay, this much is fine for now. We'll see more operators when we do the examples. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me create a, I hope everything is clear up to here. I'll create a new file here. We'll say examples.html. Okay. So here, what we'll do is we'll see some examples where these operators are being used. Some small assignments, some small tasks where we'll try to use these operators to solve the problems. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's start with some basic mathematical problems. Okay. So let's say we have to find the perimeter of a rectangle. What is the perimeter of a rectangle? What is the perimeter? Do you know? Perimeter of rectangle, which is actually
rectangle.
No, no, no. It is 2 into length plus breadth.
L plus B. Yeah.
2 into L plus B. Okay. This is what the perimeter is. Where L is the length, W means the width, or B, if we use B, that is the breadth. So total length of the boundary, that is the perimeter. Okay, 2 into L plus B. How to find the perimeter of a rectangle? So this is, we have to use this expression in our problem. Okay, so let's say I have where L is equal to, length is equal to let's say 40. Okay, and breadth is equal to let's say 25. Okay, and the length and breadth, then what will be the perimeter? So where peri is equal to, what expression we have to use? Where peri is equal to 2 into L plus B, isn't it? If you are confused here, you can use the star symbol here. Okay, 2 into L plus B. Okay, so what will happen here? So if I do console.log of peri, so what should be the output? L plus B is 40 plus 25 is 65. 65 into 2 is 130. Okay, so I should get the perimeter of the rectangle as 130, isn't it? So oh, okay, this is not that file. We're running the wrong file. Okay, so we got the perimeter as 130. Okay, so that is fine. We are able to find the perimeter. So which expression we used for that? We used this expression. Okay, 2 into L plus B. So now we'll see more uses of this expressions. Okay, so what is this? I'll write it. Okay, perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, fine. So like this, you can find out the perimeter of square. So what will be perimeter of square? Let's say where one side of the square, where side is equal to 4 centimeter or 4 units, whatever it is. Okay, then how do we find the perimeter? 4 into 4 sides, because all the sides of a square are equal. So 4 into 4 will be 16, isn't it? So what I can write here is where peri is equal to, what do I write here? Yes, side into 4. So side into 4, isn't it? Because one side is 4. So let me make it as 5. Okay. So side into 4. So console.log of, oh, let me make this as perimeter. Okay. So what do I get here? I got 20. Okay, 5 into 4 is 20. Okay, fine. Now if you observe here, okay, this is perimeter, no problem. So we have to add all the sides. That's why we are doing this. Now let me go into, so this way you can you can find the perimeter of anything. So what is the perimeter of circle known as? It is known as the circumference, isn't it? Circumference is twice pi r. Okay, so you can write 2 into pi. For pi you can give some value like 3.14 or something. 2 into 3.14 into, so the expression will be something like this: 2 into 3.14 into the radius. So whatever be the radius, if the r is equal to 30, it will automatically take 30. If the r is equal to 40, it will take 40. Okay, so the expression will be like this. Okay, fine. Now let me go into area. So area of a rectangle, how do I do that? Let's say where length is equal to 40 and where breadth is equal to 20. So what is the area of rectangle? It is length into breadth. Okay, so console.log of length into breadth. So what I will get for this, length is 40, breadth is 20. So the multiplication, if we multiply this, what will get? 600, 800. Okay, so if you see here, we got 800. Okay, so for that we are using this expression. Okay, fine. Then area of square. So where side is equal to 6, for example, then console.log of, what will be the area of square? Can you tell me? Hello. How to find the area of square? The area of square is nothing but the same like area of rectangle. Length into
The
breadth.
four sides, yeah.
So what is the length here in this area, in the square? What is the length? It is 6. Breadth is also 6. So we have to write here s into s, isn't it? Side into side will give you the area of square. So that is 36. Okay. Now, when we are multiplicating two same numbers, what we can do is we can, in maths, what we can do, instead of doing side into side, we can write side square, isn't it? Side to the power 2, that means. So for that also we have a operator. We have an operator in JavaScript that is known as the exponentiation operator. So what we write for that? We write s double star 2, that means s square. If I write 3, that is s cube. If I write 4, that is s to the power 4. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll write s star star 2. So we can check this. We got 36 as well now as well. Okay, so this way you can find the area of square. Okay, so this way you can find the area of rectangle, area of square, perimeter of square, anything. Area of circle, that will be pi r square. Okay, you can also find a volume of solid objects like volume of cube, volume of cuboid, all those things. Length into breadth into height. Volume of square will be side cube. isn't it? Side into side into side, which can be written as S star star 3. Okay, like that. Okay, I hope all these things are clear. Then, okay, now we'll see some small examples. That is, we will check some, we'll use expressions for checking some numbers. Okay, so let's say, how do you find a number is divisible by 5 or not? Can you tell me two numbers which are divisible by 5? Hello, can you tell me two numbers divisible by 5?
25, 625.
Yes. Okay, so how do you know that a number is divisible by 5? Can you tell me?
It should end with 5 or 0.
Yeah, okay, that is fine, but mathematically that is not the case. Okay,
There is no remainder, sir.
yes, so that is the mathematical logic behind this. For just for checking with our eye, just by seeing the number, if you want to check, we check for the last digit, that is the last digit should be 5 or 0. But mathematically, how do we check it? The remainder, when we divide a number by 5, the remainder should be 0. Then it is divisible by 5, or else it is not divisible by 5. So any number, so let's say a number, we need to check a number is divisible by 3 or not. So what we'll do, first we'll divide that number by 3. If we get a remainder, it is not divisible by 3. If we get a remainder as 0, the remainder is the number is divisible by 3. Okay, okay, fine. So let's say where num is equal to 36. Okay, now I want to check whether this number is divisible by 5 or not. So yesterday we had already seen the operator for finding the remainder of a division by another number, that is known as the modulus operator. So what we'll do is we'll use that modulus operator to find out the remainder. Okay, so console.log of num mod 5. Okay, so what will be the output? Can you tell me? Hello.
6.
Hmm?
6.
Why 6?
Remainder.
One is
1 is the remainder, because 5 into 7, 35.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 1. Remainder is 1.
Okay, remainder is 1. Okay, we got the remainder is 1. Okay, and if we check with 35, the remainder is 0, isn't it? Yeah, so we are able to find out the remainder. Okay, that is step 1. Now we have to do the next part, that is we have to print true or false according to this condition. If the remainder is 0, please print true. If the remainder is false, please print if the remainder is not 0, if it is having some remainder, then print false. Okay, or you can do one thing, if the remainder is 0, please print it is divisible by 5, or else print it is not divisible by 5. Okay, so when we are having this kind of true false conditions, we saw another operator that is known as the ternary operator. Okay, here we have to give the condition, and then if it is true, we'll say it is okay. If it is false, we'll say something is wrong. That's what we did yesterday. So same thing will apply here. So what I'll do is where check where divisible is equal to, we'll first give the expression. What is the expression? Num mod 5 equal to 0. If the remainder is equal to 0, then if it is true, then what I need to do, I'll write console.log of divisible by 5. If it is not, then console.log of not divisible by 5. Okay, so what this whole thing is doing? If the number is divisible by 5 and the remainder is equal to 0, when we divide the number by 5 and we get the remainder is 0, please print divisible by 5. If it is not a 0, the remainder is not 0, then please say not divisible by 5. Okay, now let's check this. We are getting divisible by 5. Why? Because the remainder is 0. The moment I make it 36, what will happen? We are getting not divisible by 5. Okay, so this way you can check whether a number is divisible by a given number or not. Okay, fine. Now the next challenge is we want to find out a number is even number or odd number. How do you find a number is even number or odd number? Can you please after doing this, can you tell me what is how do we find a number is even number or odd number? Can you tell me? Hello.
Even numbers are divisible by 2, sir.
And odd numbers are? Sorry? So even numbers are divisible by 2 and odd numbers are divisible not divisible by 2. Okay, so what I can do is where
Odd
num
numbers
equal
are
to
divisible by 1 itself only, sir.
yes, so where even or odd, I'll make it as like this, and the condition will be if the number is divisible by 2, when we divide the number by 2 and we get the remainder as 0, that means it is even. Okay, we take a number, we take any number, what we do is we divide the number by 2. If the remainder is 0, then we say that it is even. If the remainder is not 0, we say it is odd. Okay, now let's check this. We are getting it is even. Okay, if I write here 49, I'm getting it is odd. Okay, so this program, this code can be used to check a number is even or odd. Okay, fine. Like that, what else we have? Yeah, so let's say we want to check whether let me write here even or odd. Okay, fine. Now I want to check whether a number is a positive number or a negative number. Okay, that means how do you check that? How do you know a number is a positive number?
Number has a minus sign.
Plus sign, sir. Plus sign. Odd is a positive. Minus is a negative.
Yes, but mathematically, how do you say that? Because see, for divisibility by 5 also, you said that we can check the last digit if it is 5 or 0, but that is not the correct
Zero
mathematics.
greater than 0 or less than 0.
Yes, that is the logic we have to say. Okay, because mathematically whatever is correct, only that we can use here. Okay, so positive or negative. So what I'll do, I'll again take another number, num1 is equal to some number, let's say minus 45. Okay, fine. Now I want to check whether this number is positive or negative. Okay, so here actually this part is not needed, this even or odd, because we are not using that variable anywhere, isn't it? We can directly run this code. Okay, because only this part is being executed. If we want, why do we use that variable where num or where even or odd? If we use that variable somewhere else, We need this where num because we are using it here, isn't it? But that where even or odd, whatever I wrote, that we are not using anywhere. So we don't need that variable. Okay, fine. Now here num1. So the condition will be num1 greater than 0. This is the condition, num1 greater than 0. If it is true, then console.log of it is
Positive.
positive, and if it is false, then console.log of it is negative. Okay, so if this condition is true, so what is happening here? Is this condition true? Hello?
No.
No,
No.
False.
False. So it will give us it is negative. That should be printed. The second part should be printed. So we are getting it is negative. Okay. The moment I have here some positive number, I'll get it is positive. Okay. So this way you can check whether a number is positive or negative. Okay. Okay, fine. But what will happen if you put here 0? It will give it as negative because it is checking the number is greater than equal to greater than 0 or not. Okay, so it is upon you what you want to do with 0. If you want to put it as positive number, then what you can do is number 1 greater than or equal to 0, then it will give us 0 as positive. Okay, or else if we want another condition, that is a third condition, then we have to use something called if else conditions. Okay, because here we can only check for two conditions, that is true and false. But if you use if else, there you can give another condition and tell that no, it is neither positive nor negative. Don't worry, we'll see that after some more topics. Okay, fine. So let's not go into that now. Okay, so positive or negative we have done. Then so we had seen that divisible by 5. So in the same way you can write for divisible by 7 or something like that. Okay, fine. Now the same divisibility question can be given in different ways. Let's say check whether 5 is a factor of a given number. What is the meaning of factor? Whether check whether 5 or let's say 4 is a factor of a given number. So actually it is the same as the divisibility, because a number is divisible by 5. That means 25 is divisible by 5. That means 5 is a factor of that number. Okay, are you getting it? Hello?
Yes, sir. Understood.
What is the meaning of factor? Whenever we can divide a number with that number, that is known as a factor. Okay, so 5 is a factor of 25, 5 is a factor of 30. Okay, so 2 is a factor of 26, 2 is a factor of 36, 2 is a factor of 24, but 2 is not a factor of 25 because we can't divide 25 by 2. Okay, so if we want to check whether 4 is a factor of a given number, the same logic we have to use. So let's say num2 is equal to 16. Okay, so whatever we did for divisibility, the same thing we'll use. So num2 modulus 4 equal to 0. Then if it is true, then we'll write console.log. It is a factor of the num. It is a factor. Only if it is a factor we can write. Else console.log of. If it is false, then console.log of it is not a factor. Okay. Save this, go to the browser, we get it is a factor. If I write here 17, I'll get it is not a factor. Okay. Okay. So this is about factors. In the same way, we have multiples. That means if we say that 25 is divisible by 5, that means 5 is a factor of 25, and also 25 is a multiple of 5. Okay, what are the multiples of 20? What are the multiples of 5? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, these are all multiples of 5. What are the multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. These are all multiples of 4. Okay, so let me now write the code for checking that. Check whether a number, a given number is a multiple of 6, for example. So what are the multiples of 6? 6, 12, 18, okay, 24, 36. These are all 30, 36. These are all multiples of 6. Okay. So let me say we have a number num3 is equal to 42. Okay, is let me ask you, 40 is 42 a multiple of 6? Is it true or false?
Yes, sir.
True.
True. Okay, so how do I check that? Num3 modulus 6 equal to 0. If the number is, when I divide it by 6 and I get 0, that means it is a multiple of 6. Okay, so console.log of it is a multiple of 6. If it is false, then console.log of it is not a multiple of 6. Okay, save this, go to the browser, reload. So I am getting it is a multiple of 6. If I write here 44, I am getting it is not a multiple of 6. Okay, I hope it is clear. So this way, this modulus operator can be used in different use cases, like if it is a factor or not, if it is a multiple or not, if it is positive, if it is even or odd. Okay, so in all these cases the questions are different, but they are actually meaning the same. Okay, the use case is same. Okay, so everywhere we are just checking the remainder, if it is 0 or not, if it is divisible by a given number or not. That is the thing. Okay, but the way of asking the question may be different. Okay, fine. Okay, now what is the next thing? Checking whether a given number is a multiple of 6. Okay, fine. Now let me go to a we'll share some assignment examples, assignment questions to you later on after the class. So those things you can practice, but now I'll show you a little bit complex scenario. Okay, so up to here whatever you have learned, that is totally okay. We'll give more examples, more assignment questions where you will practice these things again and again. That means similar type of questions we will give you, so that you will be more clear. Now let me do something totally different, but it's also the same like whatever operators we learned yesterday. So it will be a combination of all these operators. Okay, so find the reverse of a given number. Okay, how do we just 1 second. Yeah, so how do we find the reverse of a given number? What do we do for that? Do you have any idea? This is a complex scenario. So what do we do for that? For that, what can be done? Yesterday, I told you a small scenario that is where we were checking the last digit using the modulus operator. What we did, we took a number and then we were using the modulus operator. And where is that? Yeah, when I wrote num modulus 10, we got the last digit. Okay, so what logic can be done? You know, a number, for example, a number is there where x is equal to 236. So what we need to do is first, okay, let me show you here. Okay, we have a number that is 236. Okay, so what we do is we take this first, we take out this 6 first. Okay, we put it here 6. That is step 1. And we remove the 6 from the given number. What we get here? We get 23. Okay, now what we do is now we take out this 3 from this. So this 236 has become 23. Okay, now what we do is we got here 6, and if we again apply the same thing what we did for the 6, what will happen? We can take out the 3, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll multiply 6 into 10. So we got here 3. So 6 into 10 equal to 60. Okay, and this 3 we will add it here. 60 plus 3. What we call 63. Okay, next time what will happen? So the moment we remove the 6, we got here 23. So the moment we remove the 3, we should get here 2, isn't it? We should have the 2 should remain. Okay, now this 2 also will take it, and what we'll do is the 63 again will repeat the same thing whatever we did here. Okay, so 63 into 10 plus this 2. Okay, so into 10 plus the number, into 10 plus the number, into 10 plus the number. So now what will happen? 63 into 10 plus 2. What it will give you? 63 into 10 is 630 plus 2 is 632. If you see, if you observe, we have got the reverse of this number. It was 236, now it is 632. Are you getting it? What I am trying to do? Hello.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So let me try to use the same logic, but we'll do it in JavaScript. Okay. Let me try to do this. So I'll not close this window. We'll keep it. We'll check it from here and write the code. Okay. So let's say we have the number where x equal to 236. First thing, what was the first step we did? We separated the 6, isn't it? Okay. And okay. So I need to teach you one more thing here. Before starting this thing, we need to see another method. This is not an operator. This is known as a method. But what it does is, let me show you something. Before going into this, let's say we have a number called 386.25. Okay, not where num4 is equal to 386.25. Okay, in other languages what happens is this is known as a float. Okay, in C, C++, Java, if you see, we have int and float. Okay, this is a float number, but here in JavaScript we call everything as number. There is no int, there is no float. Okay, now if I write here console.log of num4, what we get? We get 386.25. Whatever we have in the num4, we are getting it. Okay, but for example, but suppose I don't want the decimal part. I only want the part which is before the decimal. What do I do? So there is a method called,
To round off the value, sir.
yes, to round up the value. Okay, so for that in JavaScript we have something called parse int. Okay, inside the parse int parenthesis we put the number whatever we want. Okay, parse int of num4 will give you 386. It will ignore the 0.25 part. Okay, parse int of num4. Now let's save this, go to the browser and check. We got a 386. Can you see? Let's say num4 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5.6789. Okay, so what will be the output? Parse int of num4, what will be the output? Hello.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, though, so the answer is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, okay, so this way you can remove that remaining part. Okay, fine. Now let's come back to our situation where reverse of a number. Okay, so where O is equal to, O means the original number or something like that. Okay, where O is equal to 236. That was the number we had, isn't it? Okay, so what we'll do is, first we have the O equal to 236. Now we have to separate the 6. So for that, what I can do, where last is equal to, we have to separate the last digit, isn't it? So what I can do is, I can write O modulus 10. So what will happen? Last will contain what? If I write O modulus 10, last will contain what?
6.
Hello?
6.
6, isn't it? Last will contain 6. So here we have 6. Okay, now what is the next step? Next step is, we have to find this 6 into 10 is equal to 60 part. Okay, because after that we have the last, we'll multiply it by 10 and then we'll find the remaining part. That is, this is the next step. Okay, so first we have to find this 60. So what I do is, let's say where I'll make it as some number. Okay, let me take it as P. Okay, where P is equal to, so we got 6 there, 6 is in last, so last into 10. Okay, We got the last into 10. Then what is the next step we have to do? We have to get the 2 and 3. That means after removing the 6, we should have 2 and 3, isn't it? That's how we'll get it, this part. How to get this part, 2 and 3. So what I can do is, if I divide 236 by 10, what will happen? 236 by 10, what is the answer?
6.
236 divided by 10. What is the answer? That means 236 divided by 10. What is the answer?
23.
23.6.
23.6, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in the 23.6, if I apply parse int, what will happen? It will ignore the 0.6 part and it will give us this 23,
23.
isn't it? This 23 we can get like that, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll write where let's say OPQ. Let me take it as Q. Q is equal to O, that is parse int of O by 10. Okay. So what is O? O means 236. 236 by 10 is 23.6. And if we do parse int, we'll get 23 here. So what is the value of P at this point? At this point, the value of P is 60. Okay. And what is the value of Q? Q value is 23. Okay, fine. Now we'll move to the next step. So this is part 1. Okay, we'll give a gap here. Now what we have to do is we have to repeat these 3 steps again and again. I'll show you. Actually, that is what we need to do. Okay, fine. Now, what is the next step? We have done up to 6 into 10 is equal to 60. But now we have to add the 3 here. But to get the 3, we have to do this step again. That means this step we have to do again. Okay, now see here. So last, we'll change the value of last now. Okay, so last is equal to 23 mod 10, isn't it? That means where is 23? It is in Q. Okay, so Q mod 10. Okay, when you write Q mod 10, what is the value of last now? Earlier it was 6. Now what is the value of last?
Yeah,
Hello.
3.
3, isn't it? Because now the Q is 23. So if we apply a modulus to 23, modulus 10 to 23, we'll get 3 here. Okay, now we have to go for the P. What we'll do with the P? We got this 3. Now we have to add this 3 to 60, isn't it? We already had 60. So what I'll do is P is equal to what was already there in P. Already 60 is there. So I'll write P equal to P plus last. Are you getting it? Last means 3 and P means 60, because we have to do 60 plus 3, isn't it? So that means P equal to P plus last. Are you getting it? Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, it is clear.
Yeah. So P equal to P plus last. That means 60 plus 3. Okay. So this way the P is being changed. So here what we have 63. So if you see here, up to here it is done. 63 is done. Now we have to do this next part. That is this 3 we have to take, and then sorry, not this 3. 3 is done. Now I have to take this 2. Then this 2 we have to add it after multiplying 10 to 63. Okay. So the next thing is okay. So actually, yeah, fine. Okay, 63 is done. Now this 63 again we have to multiply it by 10, isn't it? Yes. So now what I can do is P is equal to, so I'm doing the P in 2 steps. Okay, so equal to P into 10. That means what I can do is I can directly do the 10 part here. Okay, P plus last into 10. Okay, so it will give us 630. Okay, P plus last we got into 10 is 630. Now what we have to do is now we have to move to the next part. That is, from this 23 we have to get the 2, isn't it? So how do we get the 2? Q is equal to Q is equal to parse int of Q by 10. What is Q by 10? Q value is 23. 23 by 10 is 2.3. Parse int of 2.3 is 2. So Q will have 2. Okay. Now we have to do the last part. What is the last part? That is, we already have the 630. 63 into 10 we have already done, isn't it? We have the 630. We just need to add the 2 to the 630 so that we'll get 632. Okay. So what we do here?
P plus Q.
Yes, P equal to P plus Q, because in Q we have the 2, isn't it? So we do it here. Now whatever is stored in P, that is our answer actually. So console.log of P. Okay, console.log of P. It should, what it should give us, the original number was 236. Now it should give us 632. Okay, let's check this. We got here 632. Okay, so now whatever number you want to put here, you can put. Okay, let's say 395. So the output should be 593, isn't it? So save this, go to the browser. We got here 593. Can you see? Hello, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how we are the finding out the reverse of a number.
So if you
Okay.
want to perform for 4 numbers, we need to perform one more step, right?
Yes, it will be one more step. Okay, so you can try that for 4 numbers. Can you do it on your own? You just
Yeah.
keep on checking and
Yes.
please do the thing for 4 numbers. Okay, so what, so the more the number of digits, more the number of steps. Okay, here we have done 2 times and the answer has come out. But if it is 4 digits, we have to do one more time. If it is 5 digits, then one more time. If it is 10 digits, then one more time. 9 or 10 times we have to do. Okay, like that. If the number of these things increase, number of digits increase, we have to increase the number of times we do the operations. So for that, what happens is, so we can't keep on writing the same steps again and again. Okay, like this, if we keep on writing the same steps again and again, it will be too tedious. If it is 20 digit number, how will you find a reverse? It will be so difficult. So for that, we have something called loops. Okay, these are known as for loops, while loops. Okay, like that we have loops. So using those loops, what you can do is you don't need to write these steps again and again. Only 3 lines you will write, and you will tell the computer to repeat this until the digits are over. Okay, so the computer will the for loop will automatically run these lines again and again until it is done. Okay, so to understand the for loops, before going into for loops, I have given you this use case. I have given you this scenario. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so we'll see the loops later on, but till then you please do it in this way. Okay. I hope everything is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll end the session here. We'll see more things tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.